You alright guys, over railway today, just got back from work. Sorry about the light, it's just I've had to pack up in the or set up in the dark. But yeah, like I was saying, I just got back from Oxford working and the job went on a bit longer than I thought, so hence why I've had to set up in the dark. Basically I'm fishing in Peg 4, fishing out towards the gully again. Couldn't really do much, I just had to cast out and just try and feel, like I've said in the past, like you feel for the glass. In other words, you feel for less silty areas. And when I was pulling it in, it was coming in with the dirty silt, so you know they're there. But yeah, the bait what I'm using is the bait what I actually found at the bottom of my freezer when I was sorting it out the other day, which is mainline cell. So I know that I keep trying to use baits which are the cheaper ones for everyone, so all you guys know that you can catch on cheaper baits. You don't need to keep piling in the money into all these expensive baits. But at the moment times are hard and obviously that's all I had, so I'm having to use the main line and just get rid of it as well because the missus is getting young. But I think this will be the only time that I use it because, like I just said, I want to try and use the cheaper baits to show you guys that you can do it and just stop getting. I don't want to be one of these people who drum into you. You've got to pay stupid amounts of money for bait when all you can really just catch with sweet corn. Honestly, sweet corn isn't as good as a good attractor as boilie, but everyone's using boilie. Even a chickpea, even anything that's going to stand out, what you know the fish will like, try and use, because everyone uses boilies. Do you know what I mean? And I know I'm using boilie, but that's only because that's all I had, and I haven't had a chance to prepare anything. Morning guys, still over railway, or still in the same peg I mean. Not too much happened last night. I had a few liners, but nothing really took it. I think the temperature's still too cold, and during the winter this place just completely shuts off. But I'm going to keep at it till about 12, I think, because I've got a few things to do today. So it's time. It is now 7:10. So what I might do is about 10 o'clock have a recast, and then that leaves me a good 2 hours to leave it sitting out there. Yeah, I am sort of thinking about recasting now because of last night, because all I could do was just cast it out, but they've been out there this long, so I might as well just leave them a bit longer, because if I'm going to put them in and it ends up that they're sitting perfect, like how I'd want it, I'll be gutted. So I think I'm just going to leave it, because I know that last night the left hand rod definitely did drop on a hard, did definitely drop properly, it did sit where I wanted it to, but the right hand rod I'm not too sure about. I'm going to leave them both out there, I think. I don't think anyone else had anything last night. I think there's only a few people on here, to be honest. The whole place is completely shut down, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I'm going to go and do myself a coffee and have a rethink, and then I'll speak to you soon. Decided to recast my right hand rod. The rig that I'm going to be using is just a standard knotless knot with a bit of a shrink tube on it. As you can probably see here, I'm probably going to make that shrink tube a little bit smaller, I think. But yeah, the rig material what I'm using is just a normal Fox Cortex with a SSSP Fox armour point, and as the bait I'm using a normal 10mm pink pop up and a cell boilie. I think that's 14 or 15mm, and that's about it really. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to flip my right hand rod into the margin, because I don't think anyone's fishing margins, everyone's casting out to the middle, so a little bit of change might do it. So yeah, I'm going to give that a go. But that's about it really. Last night, like I said, I had a couple of liners, but nothing. Woke up this morning, and my left hand rod, the bobbin was touching the blank, but the line didn't actually pull out the rod clip, or out the line clip. So I don't know what that was about. It's probably just been picked up, but not enough. Or it might, well, like I was saying, just probably a liner, and it's probably just not been enough to pull it out of the clip. So yeah, I'm going to keep the left hand rod out there because I think that's going to go. To be honest, I'm hoping it's going to go because the way I cast it, it just felt really good. So I'd rather just keep that one out there. And this right hand rod, I'm going to put into the margin, like I said, because no one else is fishing there. So yeah, I'm going to plod on. I might, inside the PVA bag, instead of just putting all pellet, I might actually break up some of these cell boilers because I need to get rid of them anyway. So I'm going to break up some of them, put them inside there. And I'm not going to put any more bait out. I'm not going to put any bait down there. It's just going to be all inside the bag. So I'm just going for the one hit now as time's getting on. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I might be able to get one. But if not, then there's always next time. As you can see, this isn't actually opening up properly. This is a pain in the arse. But if you do get one of these, don't leave it in the see-through bit, which I've actually. When you put it away, don't leave it in that, because it actually keeps it like that, and it's not really doable. Like, you want it to be opening up. So, best way to get rid of it, or to stop it from doing it, is just keep opening them up like that. Just try and hold it like that for a couple of seconds. And as you can see, it's not as closed as it was. The longer you do it, the better. But it doesn't really help that it's so cold either. But yeah, that's just a bit of advice. But anyway, I'm going to crack on with this. Went out alright, but I can't recast because I've got no more PVA bags and I've got to order some more, so I'm going to keep it where it is and hopefully it might produce. I've got about 2 hours left. I'm going to try and pack up for about 12 because I'm going fishing again tonight with an old friend of mine. So I don't really want to keep casting out. I just want to try and get on the fish, or try and just cast out once and then that'll be it. Like be twice. Once for the lead so I can feel whereabouts it is. If it feels good, then bring it back in and cast it out again with the bait. That's all I want to do. Maximum 2 times. But yeah, it didn't hit the clip where I wanted it to. It hit the clip as it hit the water. It hit the clip, which I like it just before it hits the water. But soon see how it goes. But yeah, it's still got the PVA foam on there, so I haven't actually seen it pop up yet, so I'm still sort of half and half watching it. But just going back to what I was mentioning about before with these PVA systems, you got this part here. I've shown it to you all before, and it goes over that, goes over that part, so you can get the PVA bag around it. When you store it away, do not leave it in this like I have. Just make sure that you put it so that's inside, or try and keep it so this keeps wedged out. Because like I was saying before, the more times you use it, the easier it does get to close it down. But it makes it harder to have the PVA bag around it. That's the only thing with this. And obviously you won't know this by just like a couple of weeks. Like, I've had this since all winter now, I've been using it all through the winter, and this part is just starting to close up, and you have to keep. The only way I can get around it, and I don't want to go out and buy another one, so the only way I can get around it is by opening it up like that and just rubbing it across your leg, just trying to warm it up, especially when it's cold. It might be better for you to do it at home, like to try and warm it up, like maybe even hold it over your stove, like just above it. Don't burn yourself, but just hold it out so that the plastic sort of reopens again. And you have to hold it there for a few seconds. So I'm just going to do this for you now. And also try and bend it back, not too far that it will snap, but just enough so you feel it like it's trying to close itself. And there you go. Alright, and now that should be a lot easier with the PVA bags, but more you start closing it. Say I've just closed it up now, I'll leave it for a couple of seconds and it's opening up, but you use it a couple of times and it will start closing again, so you've got to keep reopening it. So that's the only way I can think of doing it, unless some of you other guys know what to do, then please just let me know, but that's what I'm having to do at the moment, and it's a pain in the arse. But I just don't want to go forking out another, I can't even remember how much it was, but it wasn't that much, but it's money, but I don't really want to be spending. You buy this so it lasts, do you know what I mean? There's no point throwing it away every winter or every summer. It's not being funny. I haven't been fishing this winter as much as I usually do in the summer, and if it's going to last me 10 sessions in the summer, there's no point getting it. I'd rather just stick to what I was doing with the PVA foam and the scattering out the boilies. But yeah, so I thought I'd just go through that with you again, because I know I rushed through it because I wanted to get the bait back out. But yeah, so I'm going to go and have some breakfast and get myself sorted. And then, as you can probably tell, I end up not getting one again. If it was somewhere else, I'd be thinking, what am I doing? I'm doing something wrong here. But in the winter, this place, it gets really hard, and it is doable. Like last year, I was fishing on one of the other lakes. I ended up having one of the fish out, which I don't think anyone's ever seen before. Like my mate Howard, he said he's never seen it, and he's fished the lake quite a bit. And a couple of others have said that they've not seen it before. So it is doable. It is hard this time of year. But like I was saying, if it was a runs water and I wasn't catching, then I'd be thinking, what am I doing wrong? But it's not a runs water. It is actually quite hard, and quite a lot of people blank on there. So most people say, oh yeah, it's easy, it's railway, it's really easy. It isn't. It's not as easy as most people think. If you've got days and days to spend on there, then yeah, it is probably easy for you. But if you've only got a short overnighter, you've got to get it bang on the spot. It is hard. It took me quite a while to try and find the clear spot on out there, because everywhere you're casting is just silt. But yeah, so once again, it didn't happen. But I'm going to come back up here next weekend and give it another go. Don't know what lake I'm going to fish yet, but I will be fishing somewhere, so be a bit more filming. But for now, that's it. And I hope you keep watching and sticking with me. In the summer it'll be a lot better, but obviously when I'm doing winter filming on lakes which aren't exactly runs waters, it's going to be a bit boring and that, and I'm trying to keep it entertaining for you, but it is quite hard because it's getting hard to entertain myself. But yeah, so I hope you like watching it, and I'll speak to you soon, guys. See you later.